Alright, this is the last video, I hope, that you guys have to watch and I have to make via virtual online courses that we've been taking. The last thing that you're going to work on for Thursday and Friday is this Chapter 3, Section 6, Solving Multi-Step Inequalities. I made a video yesterday for my Math 6 class, and I talked about how I sound kind of funny, kind of like a man, and I think I still do. So I'm getting better. It turns out it's just allergies, so that's why I sound funny if anybody notices. And so what I want to relate to your previous knowledge, whenever we were solving multi-step equations, let's say I had 88 plus 10g equals 138. And if we were doing this, solving an equation, we would first subtract 88 from both sides. I would have to make that a 0 first. So 88 minus 88 is 0. So on this left side, I'm left with 10g equals 138 minus 88. Because what I have to do to one side, I also do to the other. So 138 minus 88 is 50. So then I'm left with 10g equals 50. Now we're back to a single step equation. So I would divide both sides by 10. So 50 divided by 10, you should have had g equals 5. So this should be knowledge that you have from the beginning of Chapter 3. I know we've kind of had some chaos. We were supposed to have a quiz on Chapter 3 before Semana Santa and school got canceled. But this is what you learned before spring break. So to kind of play off of that, what we're doing today is very, very similar, except now we're going to, instead of this equal sign in here, we're going to have an inequality. So let's say, let me change my color so you can see what I'm doing. Let's say that the inequality was 88 plus 10g is greater than 138. So then 10g would be greater than 138 minus 88. 10g would be greater than 50. 10 is a positive number, so when I divide by 10, it's going to be g is greater than 5. So my sign, my inequality sign doesn't change there. And this is my answer. Okay, let's do another example. Okay, let's say that I have x divided by negative 4 minus 6 is greater than or equal to negative 5. So here I notice that I have two numbers on the same side as x. I have negative 4 and I have negative 6. The first thing you want to do is get rid of or add your negative 6 over to make him a 0. So x divided by negative 4 minus 6 plus 6 gives me x divided by negative 4. My sign stays the same. Negative 5 plus 6 is what I have on the right side. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1, so x divided by negative 4 is greater than or equal to positive 1. And now you see I have x divided by 4. How I get x by itself, how I isolate x would be to multiply negative 4 on both sides. But because I'm multiplying negative 4, let's see, times negative 4 times negative 4, that's going to switch my sign. So now I'm left with x on the right side, or on the left side. X is less than now or equal to negative 4. Okay, so now we're just kind of combining everything together. I know it can be really confusing at first. You just have to take everything step by step. I think the trickiest part for me when I was learning this is remembering that this sign switches when I multiply or divide by a negative number. That seems a little strange to me, and it was hard for me to grasp at first. So it's just one of those things with practice. You'll help train your mind to look out for, oh, am I multiplying or dividing by a negative? Okay, so I need to change my sign. Okay, and let's do one last example. So if you have any questions, this still doesn't make sense, please get in contact with me. You can message me on Skype if your email doesn't work. You could email me, you can chat me, you could iMessage me if you have an iPhone or something. just get a hold of me, and that way we can set up an appointment. I'm kind of available at odd hours right now because I have some wedding duties, but we'll get back to you as soon as I can. I promise. Okay, so last example. If we have 45 plus 4v is less than 9v. Okay, so the first thing I need to do to both sides is, let's see, this one has my variable with it. If you notice, the 4 is multiplied with the variable. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to isolate this guy first. So if I subtract 45 from both sides, 45 minus 45 is 0. Okay, keep my plus 4v is less than 9v minus 45. Oh my gosh, I just made a goof. I hope you noticed what I did. Okay, so what I did was I moved, I can still fix it from here, but I just did an extra step. So I moved 45 from this side over here, but now I still have a variable here, like I have these numbers with my variable, so it does me no good. So I'm going to erase this step. And sometimes you notice things like that in math, and it's okay. It's not a big deal. And I'm going to put the variables together. So I want all of my variables on one side, and I want all my regular numbers without variables on the other. So I'm left with 45. I need to subtract 4v is less than 9v minus 4v. 45 is less than 9 minus 4 is 5v. Now I have like a single step, so now I know I can divide both sides by 5. 45 divided by 5 is 9. That's a positive number, so my sign stays the same, and I get 9 is less than v. And you can leave your answer like this. For me, it's kind of hard to process. I'm not sure why, so I like to write it with the variable first, and you have to make sure you get your sign correctly. V is greater than 9. Either way works. Okay, like I said, good luck with your homework. For the next 2 days, it's just practice B worksheet. Just make sure you know how to do it all. If you have any doubts or questions, email me. I can give you the answer if you want to see if you're doing them correctly. I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. All right, good luck and have a great weekend. Bye.